Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul, baby, feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow. Soul glow.
That means that we punched our ticket to go try to win a Super Bowl, and that's it. We got one game at a time, starting at 1 o'clock on Sunday. Love y'all, boys. Love you. Love you. I'll go to war with every single one of you, every game, all right? Love you, 1-7. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Win.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have me doubts, not what I'm about, have your fucking clout. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 It's showtime.
Welcome to Monday Night Uncensored, Bills Mafia edition. I'm your host, Tommy, to the highest degree, to the TOP from the 313. And by my side is my main man, my toucan Sam, the one they call the Apex Man, Mr. Mikey. Happy Victory Monday to you, and happy Victory Monday to all of Bills Mafia who's rocking with us tonight. What up, Mr. Mikey?
Not much. Enjoying my Victory Monday. Watching a little Monday Night Football, and good God, are the Commanders trying to lose this game?
Dude, what I just saw the or like a couple
What
minutes
the
ago.
hell are they doing?
Or the kick, kick off, and the guy fumbled the ball, starts at the 1. Oh my God, what are you doing?
Right? You get 2 off of Mahomes, you should be winning.
Absolutely, they're shooting themselves in the foot big time in this game, man, big time. Before we get going, Mikey, I gotta show people who didn't see this. So damn funny. I literally was just cracking up the whole night. Obviously, I told you about it, but like I said, I don't know if everyone else saw it. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this because this is it's just so funny. So this is our boy Matt Prater, not really understanding what Big Dubs in the camera is all about.
Big Dubs! Go, Big Dubs! Let's go!
Dude looks so confused. What
like he hasn't been here for 2 months.
What is this camera doing here? Why are they screaming Big Dubs? Oh my God, dude.
Like this isn't a new thing, dude.
I just, bro, that shit was so funny, bro. It had me cracking up, and everybody was just clowning him. Oh my God, it was funny shit, man. I had to play that, but Mikey, like I love shit like that.
Yeah, I will say it's been a nice, relaxing day. Like there's still things to clean up, but getting a 40-9 win and having a non-stressful game did wonders for my nerves yesterday.
Oh yeah, I made the rest of Sunday relaxing, chill, and got to watch football. And we had a nice podcast. Obviously, the post game was more enjoyable, right? Yeah,
it was fun.
And it was good just to get back on track, get a dub. And you know, it's funny. It is kind of the same song and dance with this team. We lose 2, and the October, games are just always something about the October games. And then we wind up just coming back and going on a winning streak. After bye weeks, we typically win. But I will say this one, we look pretty good because normally we're kind of sluggish after bye weeks. This one was almost like, you know, they had something to prove. They needed to go out there and dominate a team, right? We haven't dominated a team in a minute, right? From quarter 1 to quarter 4, right? So it was good to see. And I still think there's, like I said, I still think there's a lot of work to be done. I heard, I don't watch the pressers anymore. I don't know about you, but I'll watch snippets on X. And yeah, I didn't like what Joe Brady had to say about the receiving group, you know, that he wasn't concerned that, you know, the running game was going, but that's not the point, Brady. The point was, what about the week prior before that, when we needed the pass game going, it wasn't there. So yeah, I just think I don't know what he's talking about there. I don't know what he's seeing that we're not, but I hope Brandon Beane, you know, doesn't agree with his take on that. And it doesn't sound like Sean McDermott does either, because I heard Sean McDermott also say, hey, the passing game's not looking too sharp there.
But Sean McDermott also said in the post game that this is exactly what he wants, and he doesn't want us to throw more than 19 times a game and run for a bunch and not let Josh be Josh. He flat out said it, you know.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I don't foresee them. I really honestly think, still to this, in my core, in my heart, I think they think Gabe's the answer.
I hope not, man. I like Gabe, and it is what it is. If they don't pull the trigger on a receiver, I mean, what can I do? Kick and scream and throw chairs. It is what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna. I can't do anything about it. I feel they need one. I don't think Gabe's the answer. However, I still wouldn't mind seeing Gabe Davis called up at some point, even if we get a receiver, just to see, right? Because I still feel like right now he's a better option than the guys we have as far as Sam and Moore goes. Now, normally I would say no if we had an OC that knew how to work or knew how to create things for Moore and for Sam, or at least dialed up scheme-wise and put him in better route trees. But it's not what he's doing. You know, I got to thinking today real quick, Mikey. I had a neighbor years ago when I was young, back in Florida, this guy Carlos, and everybody knew this guy. He was you go to him when you needed something done with your car, right? If let's say you got a bad news on your car, your mechanic said it was going to cost you this, you need a whatever new engine, you take it to Carlos, right? Because Carlos will say, I got you. Give me a couple $100. I'm going to make it work in the meantime, right? Because that's what I do. I can make it work. Just give me what you got, right? I think I could do this. I can make it work. And there's people out there like that, right? In all fields, right? You got a chef, right? A guy that could cook. You throw the ingredients, like, all right, yeah, I think I could do this. I think I can make this taste good, right? I think I can make this work. It's not the best ingredients, but it's not the best steak in the world. But I think with I could do it. And I don't feel like Brady is that guy. He's not the Carlos. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Andy Reid does well. That's what Sean McVay does well. That's what guys that are offensive-minded, really good OCs know how. Ben Johnson, right? They know how to work. They know their players. They know what they can get out of them, and they know how to scheme them up properly to make them look better or work better, right? And that's how I see it when it comes to Brady. That's his flaw. Outside of that, I mean, he has little tiny flaws I don't like, but I think if I had to go to one, Mikey, it's that he doesn't know how to make what he has better, right? He doesn't know how to work with what he has. He just hasn't done it, right? So that's why I'm saying maybe you need to get a better receiver, because he doesn't need to make that guy, right? He doesn't need to up his game by giving him better route trees or scheme it up better for him. That's where I'm going with that. Now, I could be wrong, and maybe he gets better, but I just don't see where he's improved anybody in this wide receiver group and made them better. I've seen them better in the past on other teams. So it just doesn't make sense that they would regress coming here. What's your thoughts?
I listened to Post Podium earlier, and I was listening to Amos and Keys talk about this. I think Amos is kind of spot on. Mm-hmm. I don't even think it's a Joe Brady issue. I think it's a Sean McDermott what he wants, because you've seen Joe Brady dial it up and get those guys in different route trees, crossers, deep balls when he's had to. And it's been open, and guys have made catch. Like Palmer's made some catches, and Moore and Shakir, and previously last year they did it a bunch. Like I really think he's playing to what McDermott wants, and that's it. I don't think it has anything to do with him as much. I bet you anything if he leaves us at the end of this year and goes somewhere next year, I bet you'll see a completely different offense.
I would like to see that, right? Because I don't know yet because I haven't. You know what I mean? I only know what he did in LSU, and he had awesome receivers there. But I get where you're going, and I do believe that's true as well. I agree with Aramis. I agree with you. I've been saying it too. I feel like McDermott has his hands in both in the cookie jars, right? And he really shouldn't, right? His specialty is defense. If you're the defensive-minded head coach, fine. Concentrate on your fucking sorry-ass defense. It's been shitty. And by the way, it looks like he is, and it's gotten a little better, right? We've seen improvement from the second half of that Falcons game to the Panthers game, right? And that's fine. I'm all cool for that. Hey, go ahead and dip your fucking hand in that cookie jar on the defensive side. Leave the offense alone. I get understand that's what you wanted, and I'm all with it. But if it ain't working on one part of the game on offense, which is the passing game, and you're also handcuffing your quarterback at the same time, and you're also handcuffing your OC, it's not really going to work out that great. So maybe McDermott changes his mind at some point and sees that he maybe does need to let Brady, if that's the problem. I mean, he did. Listen, to be fair, he did it the year prior when he was trying to cut out Allen from running, and then he did say, "Fuck it, go ahead and do what you."
Yeah, he did. He did it because we he had to unleash him in order to get to the playoffs. Because that's what McDermott does. McDermott will play his style until he realizes it's not going to work anymore, and then he says, "Okay, Josh, go save us."
I give up. Right.
Josh, go save us. Like at the end of the day, and he walks up and gives him a hug because he handcuffs him until, why can't we just be like the old Bills on offense where, we're thrown in. We don't have to do that.
Yeah.
It's because it exposes his defense. And he doesn't want that.
But, and now on the flip side, though, on the Brady thing, and you're saying, I still think he doesn't really he doesn't understand his player strengths either, though. Like, I get what you're saying about, chucking it downfield, all that stuff. That's probably a McDermott thing. He's telling him, hey, I don't want to do that. Scratch that out. Put that out of your playbook. However, there are little plays like Keon Coleman going in a slot, going for slants. Like, that's not chucking it yet. That's just your most basic kind of play, and we don't really go to it much. And that's something that works for Keon. So why not see that, hey, that he actually does that well? Same thing with, the other guys. Same thing with Moore. We saw Moore do a couple crossers, and he's done them really well because he has the speed to beat his man off man coverage. We don't go to that much. So I do kind of think Brady is a little at fault here too, because if McDermott wants a certain style, then okay, then you got to make it work. That's what I mean about making it work. Okay, your head coach says he wants it this way. Okay, you got to figure it out to make it work. And I don't know if he's truly can do that. I don't know if he's making it work, at least in the passing game. He's making it work on the run game, clearly. But is it really him, or is it James Cook in the offensive line?
I don't know. I watched Brady have guys running open and schemed them up last year.
Last year. I'm in the now. Now's the now.
But you can't say you haven't seen it because we saw it last year. You talked about it when
we went in
when Cooper came and how we jumped a lot of points. And
that's my point, though. We had a guy that had to come here. We weren't doing that prior.
Okay,
and I'm not saying Cooper,
but it wasn't like he was the one doing it. I'm saying in general.
I know, but I don't believe in coincidence either. He came here and we did better. So clearly, whatever happened there, and maybe Brady got it. Maybe it clicked and a light bulb went off. I don't know why, right? Like all of a sudden we make a trade and now Brady's like, hey, I know what to do. It just, you know what I mean? Like, put it this way. I'll give you an example. If we do make a trade, hypothetically, I don't even know if we will, but let's say we do bring in a receiver and all of a sudden the offense improves again. The passing game, let's say. You're not going to come back and tell me that, Brady, just the light bulb went off. It has nothing to do with the guy. There's no way. It can't be, Mikey. 2 coincidences in a row. We make 2 trades, another trade for receiver. Stats go up again for the passing game. You can't. There's no way you can tell me
who they bring in. Also, if you bring me in an alpha, so say they bring in, Jacoby Myers, right? Jacoby Myers isn't scaring anybody.
I get that.
Or they bring in Rashid, from New Orleans. He's not scaring anybody. And then all of a sudden, we our passing game opens up a little bit, and we start doing better. I'm not gonna say, it's because we traded for that guy.
But that's different. Cooper still had a little bit of respect.
I'll give you that. Cooper,
okay,
they shaded Cooper's way at the beginning.
So let's say they bring one in, like a Cooper, right? Like a guy that
like a Judy, Olave, one of those guys.
Yes, a guy like that, and the stats go up. Let's say even if he's not. He's kind of still feeling it with Josh, right? He's not getting a lot of snap count, but he's still there, and the stats go up again. Allen's throwing percent, all that. You can't say that just Brady's down. He got the button, the light bulb went off, and it's because of the guy clearly is helping out. So I'm just saying we'll see. But that's where I'm going with it. I just feel like he's limited with that. But you could be right. Maybe I think it's a combination still. I think it's a combination of a lot of things.
Yeah. And Jarek, you're not wrong, because Josh talked about it, in the post games and his after on the field post game. And then at the thing, he said the first half, he felt like he was trash because he was hesitant. And he's not comfortable running this style of offense. It's not what he does. And they're handcuffing him, saying, this is what you have to do now. So right. Josh is going to have to figure out a way to grow his game if we're going to ever get over the hump. The problem you have is you just paid this guy $300 million, and now you're limiting what he does best.
Correct. He's a unicorn at quarterback, and you're fucking taking away his game and really just kind of making him very simplified. And that's not what why simplified quarterback.
Why are we paying a $300 million quarterback to do what you can get a lot of quarterbacks to do?
Is that
are average quarterbacks?
Right. Go get a fucking game manager. Right. If that's what you want. Somebody wrote today on X, and I'm like, oh, don't say it. Like, how dare you? They put Josh Allen, McDermott has turned Josh Allen into Trent Edwards. And I said, no, no, God, don't do it to me.
I wouldn't say Edwards. I would say Dilfer.
Oh, I fucking hated Trent Edwards, bro. I already don't like McDermott. I will write that dude hate letters, bro.
I would say Dilfer. He's turned him into Dilfer.
Yeah.
Or Rich Gannon.
It's just,
it's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Oh, by the way, Brian Thomas, the coach, came out today, said, nah, that ain't happening.
None of them are. They've said it about Olave. They've said it about Brian Thomas. They've said it about AJ Brown. They said it about Jerry Jeudy. All the receivers that would push us over, what you want, none of them are going to be available. You're gonna have to hope the Jets either trade Garrett Wilson or the Miami trades Waddle,
and they're
if you
not.
Want one.
Yeah, I will say this though. GMs have done this in the past where they've set, or coaches, and they went ahead and traded anyways. Sometimes it is a bargaining thing where they want a bidding war, right? And they'll say that, and then they'll get a guy to get desperate and give them more than they, would have maybe asked for initially. So I'm not always going with the whole, I said this, we're not doing it. I've heard coaches say they're not, they're not going anywhere, and they go and leave. So, I mean, you know what I mean? I don't always believe what you hear, but it for me with the Brian Thomas thing, it just to me doesn't make sense. The other guys kind of do, maybe not AJ Brown because they're winning they came off Super Bowl. That would be odd, but Brian Thomas, he's still on a rookie deal, second year. Why? What even that doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? So I just never really got into that rumor. So that's why I don't think that. But the other guys, Mikey, I think they're all in play. Sure, if the price is right. And they get into let's say some teams get into a bidding war. Sure, of course they will.
I don't think any of them are going to move personally.
I
think it's a lot of smoke.
There could be. They just want to see what their guys are worth. They're taking calls for shits and giggles. Yeah. Very possible, but I do believe there will be moves, Mikey. 100%. Okay. There's going to be some trades. There's too many bad teams that are rebuilding and need to.
You saw some corners move today.
Yeah.
The Rams made a deal today.
Mm-hmm.
Does that surprise you at all? The Rams made a deal?
No, because the Rams, they're always shopping.
Yeah. Jarek says Josh needs to learn to take the check down. How much farther do you want him to check down?
Right. Jesus, checks down all the time, man.
It's like that's like all we do is check down. Josh needs to learn to just not hesitate. Like when he sees it, pull the trigger.
Right. That I agree with. Right. If they're running backs there 7 yards.
Well, not even the running back. Like
I'm just saying anybody.
Yeah,
I'm just saying anybody in general.
on the he had more beat horn, and he just needs to pull the trigger. But they beat it into his head to not put the ball in danger, that he doesn't pull the trigger on those anymore.
But I'm talking about the plays where he snaps it and there'll be a guy sitting and he's maybe, like, say it would be a 5-yard pass. But sometimes on those, I don't even see a defender like within 5 yards. So that 5-yard pass could turn into another, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who knows, right? Sometimes and I know what he's doing. He's waiting to see if something else is better. And then sometimes he pulls the trigger and then it's too late. The defender is already on top of the guy and it just the play kind of gets squashed out. But that's the only thing I would like to see. But I don't want him checking down more. That's the last thing I want. This Josh Allen. I just said it. He's a unicorn.
Why would you a natural swing pass? Like that's what I want. I want Brady to build in some swing passes to where that's your number one. You hit the 3 or you hit the 5 and then you freaking kick it out.
Yeah,
that's what I want. Like let's get and stop making it all we have to find a way to get Cook on the field on 3rd down. He's your second best player.
Yeah,
get him on the. Even if you want to put, what's his nuts in the backfield? Can't think of his name now.
Johnson.
Yeah, you want to put Johnson in the backfield? Put Cook out as a receiver.
Yeah,
motion him. Figure out a way to use him. Make the defense think of something. Make them respect him. Run him on goes. Watch it. Open up underneath. Like
that's what I mean about
your personnel.
That's what I'm talking about, Mikey. When I open it up with the whole my dude Carlos growing up, all right, I got it. I can make it work, right? Let me make it work, right? And I feel like what he has in front of him, he's not making it work. You get what I'm saying? So whatever he has to do to get better as an OC to make it work, make it work. Because
he also needs his head coach to get the fuck out of his way.
Well, I agree with that too. But I'm just saying, if you're right about, or your thinking is right, where we're not making any deals for a receiver, and this is what you got, right? Here it is. Here it is, mechanic. Work with what the parts I gave you, right? The tools I gave you. Well, he better figure it out, right? And if that means call Gabe Davis up, at that point, whatever works, whatever's going to make it work, fine, make it work. But right now, through 8 weeks, going on 9, it's not. So he has to not be so in these press conferences. So like, hey, we didn't need to do it. We were fine. Like, that's not really where we're going with this. It's not fine. It wasn't fine the week before that. Yes, this game we didn't need it, but what about next week versus the Chiefs when we need the passing game working? Don't take me back to week 1 like that. He brung that up.
That's the one time. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one time McDermott's taken the governor off of Josh and said, "Go do it."
Exactly.
And it took him until the 4th quarter to do it.
Took him to the 4th quarter to go, fuck it. We're so behind. Just start fucking playing football the way we know the way Josh knows how to play football, right? Unleash Josh. Almost too late, coach, but we got it done. And now, no more. That was too dangerous. So, listen, I'm not in the week 1, Brady or McDermott. We're in the now. Fix the shit. Whatever you got to do.
Yeah, always one question away from retirement. No thanks, bud. Okay.
I know people are against that.
You know what? You said that a million times about Mitch Morrison. How many did he have? And he's played?
And I was more worried about him because of his age too. Olave is a young guy. You know what I mean? I get it. He's had a couple concussions. But at the end of the day, he's a talent. He's still young. And if you need one and the price is right to go get him, is it really going to hurt us? We got guys injured all the time here, guys. Like, what's another injury on top of it? I'm just saying.
I need to address this because this is the one I hear the most, and it drives me fucking crazy.
Oh, the Shaheed.
The Shaheed thing. There. What have you seen that makes Shaheed so much better than what we have in our room today?
I don't.
We have speed in our room.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to go get me Slayton's a different type. He's a little bit taller and he's more of an outside boundary receiver. Okay, I understand that. But Shaheed's a shorter guy. Yes, he has a lot of speed and he can do separation. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
I also watched him fumble the ball like 6 times this year because he doesn't cover it up and he's small and he gets blasted. Like, I don't get the Shaheed love that everyone seems to think he's the perfect fit for what we're trying to do. Like, why wouldn't we use Elijah Moore the exact same way?
Correct. So you already have.
I don't get it, but it's just like it's constant. And everyone's like, "Oh, this guy's perfect. We should go get this guy." Haven't we tried that before?
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. That would be the least. That would be the one guy I would care less to see. You know, I'd rather not. I'd rather just call Gabe Davis at that point, right? There's only a few, but once again, though, there might be names out there that's not even floating around right now that could be available. So we don't know yet of everybody that could potentially be traded, right? We're just hearing some names getting floated out there, but there could be a surprise trade. You never know.
Yeah.
So that's the interesting part. You know what I mean? So we're just tossing around guys that are kind of looping around the internet, but don't be shocked if not us, but don't be shocked if there's some trades that no one even saw coming, right? Of players that didn't even circulate in the internet, right? Or on X. So we'll see. I mean, next week's going to be crazy. I mean, but I will say this: trade deadlines in the NFL can be sometimes really overhyped and not a lot happens. So we'll see what happens with that. But
No Bad Chad says Josh hasn't been seeing it very well lately. Seeing what? Nobody opening up? Or they have him looking one way and the guy on the right wins? The guy that Josh looks at never wins his route.
Yeah.
Like in the progression, it's someone else. And then he goes, then they flip it and say, okay, we're going to go do that. And then that guy doesn't win. It's been like that all year, you know?
Yeah.
And I think part of it's concept. Part of it is the Josh isn't on the same page with a lot of these guys. Like, you know, there's so many things that are going wrong. Also, Josh is 23rd in the league in pass attempts this year.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
He's, you know,
not a lot. Yeah. I think honestly, you know, because I get people, I'm not going to call people's names out, but I get people that text me or call me or message me on X and nobody calls Josh Allen out, and you know it's all of everyone else's fault, but Josh is not. Look, man, we're not saying that. Like, at least not me. Josh is not perfect. Josh makes mistakes. We say it when he does. We're not sitting here going, Josh is the best perfect quarterback. It's everyone else's fault. We're not saying that at all. Like, clearly, he makes mistakes. Clearly, he misses some throws. But to Mikey's point, you know, when you take away what he does best, it's going to start getting in your head a little bit as well. You're going to start missing throws. You're going to start getting frustrated and underthrowing guys. And not only that, too, I got to say this. When you only have so many pass attempts and you're only throwing the ball during a season with guys that are just got here. These aren't guys that have been on the team for a while. They build a chemistry. You're talking guys that are getting 2 targets a game. They just got here. How could they build any chemistry when you're targeting the guy twice a game? Sometimes no targets. There's going to be no chemistry between those guys ever. It's not how it works. You got to build that chemistry, build that trust. Josh starts going to that every quarterback in the NFL, guys, right? And that's how I see it. And that's why me and Mikey, when we talk about guys that Josh really goes to or trust right now, would probably be the guys that have been here a minute. Kincaid, Knox, and Shakir. Everybody else is
new,
and he just doesn't have familiar. You could tell they're just not on the same page sometimes, or, you know, when the scramble drills are not really getting open. Even Keon Coleman and him, they don't really have that great communication yet. So
I don't know what's going on with Keon. Keon just, like, you heard all these great things in the preseason and offseason, and it's like, it's just not working.
It's not. I feel like I don't know what the feel. Honestly, I feel like I don't want to say he's regressed, but I also don't want to say he's taking a step forward. I just feel like he's going through the motions. And I don't know if this is a thing where this offensive scheme is hurting him, his development. And it could be, because I don't think he's that bad of a receiver. I saw him. I wanted him to be here, right? I knew he was a project. I knew he needed some work. But, dude, if he doesn't really get targets, if you're not scheming it up right, if you're not understanding what he does best on the field, how are you ever going to get this guy improved? How are you ever going to get him to take the next step? You're not, right? You're going to have him back there getting punt returns. I mean, that's what he did.
I also wonder if it's a little bit that he doesn't get along with McDermott. McDermott's benched him twice.
They've already are butting heads. They butted heads. Matter of fact, we're not even talking about the offseason when they pretty much called him out. Right? They pretty much singled him out of everyone on the
him and Kincaid.
Him and Kincaid, right? Just kind of singled him out. And dude, like, come on, man. Like, and that's a McDermott specialty, right? The young guys, the offensive guys. Doesn't do it on the defense. You won't hear him dog out Rousseau or
he just pumped his chest, just like he's like, oh yeah. He denied calling plays last week, but now that we had a 40-9 win and there was a bunch of sacks, oh yeah, I'm helping. It's a shared thing. Yeah, his ego is out of control.
Yeah, his ego's out of control, and he really believes in what he preaches, and he's going to make.
But he doesn't take accountability. He preaches it. He doesn't do it.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't practice what he preaches. But he'll preach it, right? He'll say it. He'll put his shot. He'll thump his shot. But listen, man, we know this already, right? And there's nothing we can do. Once again, I'm not going to make any more videos, guys. I'm about firing Sean McDermott. He's here to stay. Yep. We're in the now. Nothing we could do, but hope for the best, right? But yeah, I kind of feel bad for Keon a little bit. I know because he's going to get a lot of heat from Bills Mafia. I already see comments here. He sucks. He's trash. He's terrible.
But
whatever.
That's Bill's mom. They're saying that about Josh Allen now.
No, I know, but I don't believe.
That's just a fan base who's mad.
I get that's what I'm saying, but they're also not. Remember when I said I used to always say sometimes fans we zoom in too much about one person or one problem instead of kind of panning out and really looking at the big picture. And some fans are just like that, right? They want to just focus in and dial in and zoom in on one particular player and be like, that's him. He's his fault. He's trash. He's trash. And it's like, why? Okay, why is he trash? Can you dial it back? Can you step back and see what's going on here, right? Is it all on Keon Coleman, or is it the scheme? Is it the offensive, coordinator? Is it Sean McDermott, riding him all the time, right? Like treating him like shit, right? It seems that way, right? Something's going on there. It's clearly it's kind of turning into almost a Kyer Elam thing. And Kyer just kind of
the difference is he's on the field. Yeah.
He
still plays 73% of the snaps.
But he has to. What are you going to do? Right? Kyer didn't have to because he had Benford. If you think about it, right? So there was no need. Right? So look, man, at the end of the day, we'll see what Coleman's future is. Maybe he is a bad receiver. Right now, I'm not going to say that. It's year 2 in. I just feel like, like Mikey said earlier, maybe these guys go somewhere else and he blossoms. Maybe Joe Brady goes somewhere as an OC and he blossoms, right?
I think he's going to end up a head coach somewhere, whether it's college or pro
or whatever. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Blossom in whatever you do in football. I just don't. Now, or he could go off and be not good, right? I mean, it's possible. So we'll see. But it wouldn't be the first time that we've had players or coaches leave here because of Sean McDermott.
Yeah. Sophia says, I really liked what Cole Bishop's game. We really liked Cole Bishop's game against the Panthers. Thought he brought the lumber. I'll tell you, I love that take, Sophia, because I also agree. We talked about it on the post game. Jordan Poyer being back there with his knowledge. Like, listen, I loved what they did with Poyer and Hancock. Poyer was on first on all regular downs. On passing downs, they brought in Hancock because it gave you more more athletic ability back there. But you had Poyer's knowledge and IQ back there to help put all these other guys in place. Like,
Yeah.
keep that rotation going there.
Yeah.
I thought Max played well
Mm-hmm.
yesterday. Keep that rotation there going, especially next week, because I guarantee you, if Trey White gets matched up on Thornton or Worthy or Brown,
toast.
it's touchdown.
It's toast. Yeah, he's toasted. We talked about this post game. Have you guys heard our post game? If you watch, the most important thing for me, at least, when I watched that game against the Panthers, was the communication on defense. That was the most important thing, right? For me, at least. That's what I took out of it. The communication was perfect for me. I didn't see any guys miscommunicating while the ball was getting snapped, not knowing where to be. That is the leadership in your linebacker. When you have Shaq Thompson and Jordan Poyer, right? You have that leadership. You have the guys that have been there, done that. They understand how the game's supposed to be played. They're going to call the game, right? They're going to be leaders there out in the field on defense. And then also, I like Poyer on the sideline. So when Hancock comes out, he's a guy to communicate with, right? Other than the coach, he's a guy that's seeing, hey, because Poyer, trust me, I promise you, Poyer's going to go, yo, next time, you do this, do that. Hey, just heads up, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Hey, man, dude, I love that. That's perfect. You did that. Bro, that's only going to help his confidence, build his confidence, coming from a guy who's an all-pro. You know what I mean? Been in the game for a long fucking time. That means a lot. That's only going to boost his confidence. And eventually the guy, Hancock, will take the full-time role. But for now, Mikey, you were right. Keep rotating those dudes. It's worked so far. Let's keep that going. Same thing with Harrison. And I want to see eventually Harrison just get the nod and be in there full time.
Yeah, and I would like to see by season end, same thing with Hancock.
Exactly. Exactly. Porter's not going to complain.
Yeah. Marino's Legacy comes in and says Poyer's lost a step, but he's a warrior and extremely smart. Already 10 times 7 rounds. You're not wrong. That's exactly right. He has. I mean, he's also 34. He's going to lose a step. He's not all pro, but man, that mind back there puts him in the right spot. And helps those young guys out. It was massively different. Now let's see what it looks like against the Chiefs, and we'll see team. that will be, not that the Panthers weren't good, because they were
better offensive minded with a better, way better quarterback, and a better obviously coordinator in Andy Reid. So I'm just saying, this will be. We talked about this, and we'll get into it Friday. But this game here for me is a true test. And on this, and trust me when I tell you, McDermott is definitely going to be the defensive coordinator in this game. He's definitely going to be calling the defensive play calling.
But if it goes bad, he's not going to admit to it.
Hey, right. I don't know what you're talking about. I gave it right back to Babbage. He fucked everything up as usual. Right? But this is going to be a test on the young guys, which is what we want to see, right? The Harrisons, the Hancock. We're going to see, if Shaq Thompson can keep up, right, playing that role. Jordan Poyer, same thing. We're going to see it. This game's going to say a lot, and even if we lose, I just want to be in a fight. I want to come out of that game going, okay, you know what? We tweak a couple things. We maybe get a trade here or a free agent here. I think we'll be all right. But if we get blown the fuck out, if our passing game is just not, boy, I will say we got problems. We got some heavy problems if we can't beat a playoffs time team, especially them, right? Because I don't think they're very good, but I think they're still beatable. And we've beaten them. We play them very well. So if we just get dethroned, just squashed at home, that's not good.
Yeah, but it could be good for the mentality. As someone said up top, maybe we just sneak in this year. And there's no expectations.
The underdog, right?
Yeah.
Play the role as the barely got in Buffalo Bills. Like the Giants. We're trying to go the Giants route with the Eli Manning Giants route.
Yeah.
Hey, we won 10.
Yeah.
Not at the right time.
It's wild. I know Keys and Jarek were talking up in the chat about Brady possibly going to Penn State because Penn State wants him. And Keys says, I'll drive him there. Be careful what you ask for. Because let's be honest. McDermott's just going to either promote someone from internal or they're going to go get Davis Webb.
Correct.
And they're going to run what McDermott wants. Yeah. It's not going to change.
Right. And Mikey made it great. Exactly. Mikey's spot on. Listen, McDermott is not going anywhere else, but inside what he has right now in house for an OC or DC, like Babbitt,
unless it's Davis Webb.
Unless
because
he's still an in-house guy. I still consider him an in-house. He's going to do what McDermott wants, right? Basically, McDermott wants a puppet, right? And if you're not on that, he's going to cut your strings, and then it's on to the next puppet, right? And that's how it works. And Dable wasn't the puppet, right? Like Dable was never the puppet, and that was the problem. But because our offense was clicking and we were getting into the playoffs, I don't think McDermott really wanted to go there with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, right now, dude, these are easy guys to cut, bro. Easy guys to cut the strings. Go ahead.
And everyone's not eating right now. Everyone's starving, other than James Cook.
You know who talked about everybody eats, by the way, tonight? Did you hear him? Or no, you probably weren't home in time. Patrick Mahomes. So they did the pregame talk, whatever, when they talked.
He said everybody eats?
He said, he goes, this offense is like everybody's eating. Everybody eats. I said, yeah. Yeah, I agree.
You know what offense that everyone ate in? The 2020 offense.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like when people tell me that just because you haven't won, that it's everybody still can't eat. Of course they. What are you talking about? Look at the stats. People ate, right?
Man,
we almost had 2,000 yard receivers.
Beasley and Manny Sands and
they all
Davis.
ate. Everybody was fine, dude. Bro, they were eating steak. They were having a delicious plate, bro.
We're gonna make Cook obese because here's the thing: even his running mates, offensive line, and they're doing nothing.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. Like, I mean, but
it's Cook or nobody.
Jarek, thank God. Like I said earlier in the season, this team's only going to go as far as Josh Allen takes it. Honestly, right now, this team's only going to go as far as Josh Allen and James Cook's going to take it. Because that's really, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Everyone else is such a disappointment. And it's not really, maybe not even their fault, so I don't know. I definitely worry. Thank God James Cook is performing his contract and playing at an extremely high level. I mean, he's right now, I gotta say it, he's on the elite level status of running backs. He's the number 2 running back in the league right now, and he's also played only 7 games. So everybody else has played 8, and he's only 100 yards behind Jonathan Taylor. So Jonathan Taylor really only has him on the touchdowns. I think he's 12 right now, Mikey. He's a beast right now. Jonathan Taylor's having one hell of a season, but James Cook is right there. James Cook is
with
right
one
there.
last game.
That's what I'm saying, with one last game. But the 12 touchdowns is that's a lot. Jonathan Taylor is getting.
And let's be honest. It's not like Cook couldn't. Josh has 5.
No, absolutely. Like if we look back at yesterday's game, they could have gave Cook the 1 at the 1, right? There would have been
both of them at the 1. He had 2 at the 1.
Oh, you're right. There was 2, bro. You know what everyone's talking about too? I'm glad you bring that up. That very awkward both pushes, like standing AI looking tush push where Allen just it's weird. That was the weirdest. I've never seen that, and a lot of people are speculating injury, that there could be something wrong with his shoulder. He doesn't want to go down. Now, I don't know that. I mean, what do you think about that? People saying that he's not trying to take that hit to his shoulder or one of his shoulders. I don't know. It was awkward.
It was just a funny game yesterday.
It was just odd though. I've never seen that.
But
before.
both of them were like that.
I know. That's my point. That's really awkward. It was really weird. Never seen that before.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he's hurt, but I say this. I said this on Dan Mitchell. He's always hurt. He just plays through it. You know what I mean? We don't know the severity, but that dude is always there's something. He's
been getting banged up last few weeks.
Right? So would it surprise me if his shoulder's a little hurt right now? No, it wouldn't surprise me.
Cook, Allen, O-line, and Haas got to carry. As long as you're not asking the O-line and pass block, you're fine. They'll run the block the shit out of stuff, but man, their pass blocking has been suspect. Like and it's not even that they're bad at pass blocking. They make a mistake and let the one guy come through. Like I don't know if you listen to the Bill Squad with Joe Marino and Locked On, but he has Jerry O on, and Jerry O was talking about it, and he was and then I think I listened to the show on Sunday night with Fina and Jerry O and you know and them over there on Rumblings, and Fina and J.O. were talking about how they used to do fakes. Like they'd point out the blitzer knowing they were going to flip it. Because yesterday, Josh pointed out the mic, they audible and sent the other guy and no one picked him up.
Right. Yeah.
He's you're missing a lot of those type of things and you're getting free runners at Josh.
I think it's more on Edwards, who's the weakest link in the line. I think next season they need to address that. I don't think he's terrible, but I just think he's our weakest link. He makes some mistakes here and there. And I just want a guy that can fill his spot that's a better option. And hopefully they find that next year. But you look, I don't think the offensive line's been bad. I think the offensive line's been pretty good, pretty solid. I'll give him credit. I think at times they give Josh plenty of time. I've seen Josh Allen have plenty. I mean, I remember one game, they're like, damn, Josh is sitting back there. Like, and I think the announcer even said,
I'm saying the last few games when they're blitzing him.
No, I know that. But even the game, and I forget what game, I think it was the Patriots, was like, man, Josh is like sitting back there. Like they should have way more points. The way that, and we just couldn't get, and that's what I meant about receivers not getting open. It's like, there's no way you can't tell me Josh, after this is his 8th season, has time and can't find anybody. Like he's regressed that much. He's turned into, a guy that just can't pull the trigger. Mitch Trubisky of last year. There's no way. I can't. I just don't believe that. So I just think it's this guy's not getting open when he has the time in the pocket too. And, also, like I said, if he's going to throw a 50-50 ball, I don't think he's comfortable doing it because he just doesn't have that chemistry or with that guy. He just doesn't believe maybe he'll get that ball. So, and he's maybe not pulling the trigger. So, I don't know, man. Like I said, I think the offensive line's been okay.
The whole game plan for the Patriots game is wild because that was the one game we didn't try to run and we didn't try to throw over the middle. We tried to go outside at their best.
Right.
Like that's where if you want to criticize Joe Brady, that's where we criticize Joe Brady. Like, what are you thinking? Like that was the team that you line up in your 12 and 13 personnel and you try to pound the rock. And then you run play action and hit your tight ends over the middle where it's vacated. But instead, we tried to line them up.
Do it enough.
Yeah, but you're trying to line them up and run them outside. It's like, what are we doing?
Get it. Yeah, I don't know like that, but that's what I mean about him just as an OC. I don't know if he's gotten it all down yet. You know what I mean? Like he needs to figure whatever's going on there. He has some stuff he needs to work on as an OC. That's one of them. Also, I feel like it's weird. I felt like last year he adjusted better, and this year he's not adjusted well. I feel like this year he's taken a step back and adjusting in-game adjustments. If you look at the 2 losses, there was no in-game adjustments, nothing. The game plan was the same throughout all 4 quarters. I saw no difference. Yesterday, I felt like even that was, fuck it. Cook is running so great. There's no, and he admitted so. Why would I? And that's fine. I'm all for that, Mikey. Do it. Go with what's working. I'm all good for that. But that's still not fixing the problems, right? Just because that worked this week doesn't mean it'll work next week. So you need to correct your problems. You can't just say all is good, nothing to see here. That's how we like it. Like it's not going to fly with me.
It's been year 9. Has Bean or McDermott or any of his coaches ever admitted when they've been wrong?
Honestly, the only guy I ever showed emotion was Brian Dable. Was not Dable, was Ken Dorsey when he had a fucking yeah.
But I'm saying, have they ever admitted that they were wrong?
No, not those.
And there's something they just don't.
No, and it's not going to happen. I think McDermott also tells them to keep shit tight-lipped. Like he's not. This is McDermott's ship right? And he's gonna have it his way, and everyone's gonna listen or else. I mean, that's just the way it's gonna be. So, yeah, you're right. But once again, man, there's nothing we can do, Mikey. Like, this is the way it's gonna be.
Marino's is kind of on the point here. This team feels like the 23 Chiefs without the defense being as good.
Yeah, without the defense being so good.
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah, I thought Harrison played really well yesterday. He did lose his first coverage battle, but outside of that, he was locked down. And they didn't test him. They kept going to Benford.
No, I thought he did fine. Benford's definitely taken a step back this year. Whatever's going on,
it's a different scheme. Like, they're playing a lot more man this year than they have.
Yeah. They just call some bullshit foul on the Commanders, even though the game's over. Anyways, yeah, I feel like Benford is kind of getting picked on this year. Like, they're attacking Benford for some reason, and he's just not responding well. I don't know what it is, because I've seen better from Benford. So maybe he'll get out of it. I don't know what's going on with him. He could also be dealing with something. You never know either. We tend to hide injuries on this team or not say anything, right, until after the fact, right? Off season. Oh, I had to get surgery. My rotator cuff, all year, but I didn't say it. Like, what? Right. So who knows with him, but I've seen him do better, and we'll see if he bounces back. But right now he's off to a rough start.
The guy with the Chiefs, there's Newton on the Commanders just chucked Mahomes to the ground, then threw up his hands like, what'd I do?
Well, that's
like, come on, dude.
You think it was bad? I don't think it was that bad.
No, but they had blown the whistle. The refs were already in next to him when he threw him down.
Okay, see, I didn't hear the whistle. I just saw that he was, because I had the volume low.
Like, come on, man! You can't spin him. They're not gonna let you pick him up, spin him around, and then throw him down. That's just not gonna happen.
That's a frustration thing, though. You're losing 28-7.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, Sophia, I'll be perfectly honest. I was super excited to see him come up and make that fast, clean hit, and he won the hit. He didn't lose the hit,
and he was excited about that, boy.
Yeah, he was. He's lucky he didn't get a taunting because he flexed.
Yeah, right.
He's lucky he didn't get a taunting for it because he flexed on him after he hit him.
Man. Yeah, all inside, you rookie.
Yeah, you're right, Spen. He did. He hit Coker, I think it was. But yeah, we'll see. Like, listen, he doesn't have to come up and lay the lumber on people. He just has to tackle them.
I just need him to tackle. Yeah,
I would need him to tackle like Dion tackle. Just throw your body at their legs. Just cover. Yeah, that's what I need you to do.
You don't need to be Taylor Rapp just going in there just injuring everybody.
Or yourself. You don't need to be Johnson injuring yourself.
Right. Oh my God. I do got some stuff tonight. You want me to get to it now, or
we can.
Okay. So I saw this pretty cool thing here. Let's kind of go through it. I thought it was pretty cool. Let's see here. So let's see here. So this here is the 16 crazy stats from the Buffalo Bills dominant win in Carolina. I've never even knew like they did these kind of things. So thought it was pretty cool. Okay, here we go. James Cook. So Cook recorded a career high 216 rushing yards. His previous high was 179 in 2023. So that's a cool stat. The running back 216 rushing yards is the most by a Bill since O.J. Simpson, 273 in 1976. Man, O.J. Simpson was a dog, dude. He was so good, Mikey. His dominant effort was accomplished in 3 quarters. Cook totaled the most rushing yards by any player within the first 3 quarters of a game since Derrick Henry, 219 in 2018. That's a pretty cool stat. Cook is the Bills' first running back to rush for 200 yards since Fred Jackson, 2009. Mikey, that's how long it's been. That's wild, huh?
Yeah.
You don't seem impressed, but
doesn't surprise me.
Right, let's go to Josh Allen next up. Allen's 46th career game with the passing and rushing touchdown is the most in NFL history, Mikey, surpassing Cam Newton, who had 45. The 6th is the reigning MVP has recorded 77 career rushing touchdowns, including the postseason, tying Newton's record for the most by a quarterback all time. Pretty damn impressive, huh? Not too bad.
But all right, his knee just went the wrong way.
Mikey's not paying attention. I have to. Did it break? That's
no, but
it's fine.
it went the wrong way, dude.
Well, he's walking.
Some of these guys
He's
are
probably hurt.
Gumby. He's on the sidelines. Yeah, that
I
was
see
not
him
good. Oh, that was gross. Sorry. I was listening to what you were saying, and then like they showed a slow-mo of it, and it like bent in. I'm like, oh no. So yeah, no.
All right.
I'm with you on that. Like, honestly, our offense is those two guys. That's it.
Yeah.
Stop showing it.
Well, Allen plus Cook. All right.
Yep.
158 first half rushing yards marked the Bills' most since 164 in week 6 of 2016. How about that? Crazy, man. It's been some of these. I can't believe how long it's been on some of these.
Wait a second. Let's say Allen plus Cook, the 158 rushing yards. Allen had like 7 rushing yards, so that was all Cook.
Right, but they're still adding. They have to add in the total. It could have been Ty Johnson, So still, that's pretty crazy, right? Like since 20. Sunday marked the 11th time Allen and Cook have scored a rushing touchdown in the same game, tying Bradshaw and Franco Harris, and trailing only Dak and Ezekiel Elliott. So
I wonder how many they have. I'd be interested to know how many they have.
Yeah,
because I have a feeling those two are going to break that record.
They should have put it, but they didn't. Allen and Cook joins Titans duo Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry as the only quarterback running back duo with multiple games where each player has scored 2+ rushing touchdowns. Kind of crazy that Ryan Tannehill is the guy that's on the list, right? Like, that's a little wild that he's on that list, but he's there. Defensive line. Here we go. We're out of the quarterback. Epinesa is the 4th Bills defensive lineman with 3+ career interceptions, joining Ron McDowell, Chris Kelsey, and Aaron Schobel. What do you feel about that?
I loved Aaron Schobel.
Bills
honestly,
wow.
I'm surprised. Kelsey and Schobel were really good.
I'm
not sure I could say that about AJ's career.
I know, but he's up there, right? He's there, so he's up there. In his Bills debut, Michael Hoyt tallied 1.5 sacks. And a tackle for loss and a forced fumble. Pretty cool. That was a good debut, by the way. I ain't gonna lie. Ed Oliver notched his 30th career sack. The Bills had 7 different players record at least a half a sack. Epinesa, Hoyt, Oliver, Joey Bosa, Greg Rousseau, Jordan Phillips, Deion Walker. Their first time since 2021 and the 6th time since the stat was first recorded in 1982. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And miscellaneous. All right. Sean McDermott is now 9-0 following the bye. The best record by a coach in NFL history. Oh, fucking McDermott.
That's why we need to get the first round bye.
He loves this, right? If he if I can put that on his wall. Anyways,
on his tombstone when he goes, the greatest bye week head coach ever.
Yeah. The best, baby. Right. Did you read that? That's going to be on Wikipedia someday. God. No Super Bowls, but I'm the best after the bye, baby. 9-0. Number 15. Following his 2 receptions against the Panthers, the Bills are now 5-0 when Jackson Hall records a catch, and 0-2 when he doesn't. Get Hall's the ball.
Listen. That's so dumb. That's the dumbest stat I've ever heard.
Listen, it's a real stat, baby.
That is you're grasping for straws.
No, man,
the Bills are 1-0 when Hancock and Harrison play together.
Hey, look, I'm gonna highlight that for you. 5-0. All right, last one. With Cook's 64-yard touchdown and Khalil Shakir's 54-yard touchdown, the Bills scored 2 touchdowns over 50 yards for the first time since week 5 of 2022 against the Steelers. So that's a pretty cool stat too. So there is your 16, pretty cool, interesting stats for that game that came out of that game.
Some random, some interesting.
Some random, but some pretty interesting. I gotta say, some of them might. The crazy one is the 2009 Fred Jackson. We haven't had a running back. Wow, it's been a long time.
Bobby, no, I don't think there's any chance of us trading Keon.
I would
be selling really, really low on him, and I just don't see that would be Bean and McDermott admitting they were wrong,
giving up. Yeah,
they very rarely do that.
I saw
Very,
it.
very
Yeah,
low.
and they should have done that on Key. If they do it now with Keon, then I'm going to be mad because they should have done that with Kyer Elam, and we would probably got a better pick. I mean, to be honest with you. So, yeah, a little bit late there, and this would be a little bit too early. Unless I will say this, unless somebody really wants them in their trade package, and it includes a really like difference maker. I'm talking about something that moves the needle where they have to have Keon Coleman for some odd reason. Fine.
Like
you know
the only way I see him
Okay.
moved. The only way I see him moved is if he's in a trade package for something like
That's what I'm saying.
Brian
trade
Thomas, or
it'd have to be someone that moves the needle,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
extremely, where you're like, okay, that makes sense. You know what? Sorry, Keon.
he was thrown in. You know what I mean?
Right.
It'd be Keon plus probably like a second round pick or
First,
something for one of those elite guys.
A second and a Keon, and
Yeah.
a seventh round or something. Yeah, I get it.
If it's for like Garrett or Waddle or something like that, they want a receiver
You
back.
do it. You do it.
You know, absolutely.
You do it because you know what you're getting. He's already proven the player you're going after.
I'm pretty sure. You know what? I would. You know where I'd love to see him? I'd love to see Keon with someone like Shanahan or Reed or one of those, McVay. I bet you anything Keon would be good for all them.
And Johnson. I mean,
yeah.
Even Detroit would know. They would know how to use him. I'm telling the better offensive-minded coaches, especially the head coaches, would definitely know how to implement him in their system. Now, he may not be their one or this awesome, but I guarantee he looks better than he has here. I promise you.
No, you're not wrong at all.
Mm-hmm.
Just wild. Allen saved McDermott's career, and now he's handcuffed him.
Do you want to see some stock up, stock down, Mikey? From our favorite Bills Wire silent co-host, so you can disagree.
Yeah, I never agree with him. So yeah, let's do this.
Let's do it. Stock up, stock down.
Yell at on Uncensored.
I used to make videos of these. I stopped. I don't know why. I should do more. All right, stock up, stock down. Here we go, Mike. And now, hey, guys in the chat, and including you, Mikey, obviously, if there's nobody here, stock up, stock down, go ahead and put it in the chat. This is obviously our my favorite silent co-host. This is their stock up, stock down, and I usually agree, disagree, or add my own. So here we go. Stock up, James Cook. I mean, come on, right? That's an obvious.
Oh my God, yes.
All can agree. Okay. Stock down, Elijah Moore. Mikey?
Can you put him? I mean, can you do the whole wide receiver room outside of?
Right.
Shakir?
Outside Shakir, right.
I mean, I'm not going to call him out by himself because you know why I wouldn't put him in stock down? Because both the long touchdowns were based off of blocks by Moore.
That is very true. People don't realize that the blocking had a lot to do with that Shakir run too. It was executed and
the big Cook run. He was the outside blocker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I would leave him.
I wouldn't stock down. I would stock down him from a true wide receiver, like catching perspective, passing in perspective. But overall, no, his blocking was spot on, and he sprung two big ones. All
right. Stock up Epinesa. I think we can agree on that. He had himself a game. He was in my dreams.
Why are you talking about
I know,
Epinesa?
Crazier. I know.
Oh, I think that is wrong. Ogunjobi is not a stock down.
No? Okay, so you disagree? I wouldn't put him on either one. I
would have him as neutral,
I thought he was
but he was not down by any means.
Yeah, I don't think he was down either. I thought he was fine.
That's kind of ballsy to put any defensive player on the stock down.
They did. I wonder what they said. I was just curious. They said Ogunjobi is part of the defensive line that will have to produce if they are going to beat the better teams on their schedule. While there are plenty of players within the unit that will see snaps, Ogunjobi will be looked to for some disruption in the running game, along with some passing, rushing chops. If he is available to catch a rhythm against the opposing offensive line, but it doesn't even say why they feel like he's stocked down. So right there, and come on, Bills Wire, at least tell me why, right? You feel he should be stocked down. You just said what he needs to do. Anyway, stock up.
Okay. Before you move on.
Yeah. Okay.
Walter says, I don't want to hear anyone knock Gabe Davis if they want BTJ. He only has 3 less career drops than Davis. The issue with Davis isn't the drops. It's the limitations. If you're trying to tell me Gabe Davis is the same kind of athlete and route runner that Gabe Davis is, we don't see football the same way. I'm not bringing Brian Thomas in here for his hands. Like, yes, he needs to catch balls, and if he drops a couple, how's that different than what's happening today?
Right.
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna have to go ahead and sort of disagree with you there.
Yeah.
So, hey,
That was
Walter,
much
I love
nicer
you,
way to
man,
say
but-
that I did.
Right, Walter. I love it, and I love Gabe. By the way, I'm a supporter. Of
I'm a
Gabe.
Gabe Davis fan.
Yeah, dude.
But those two don't belong in the same sentence.
They don't. Like, and look, once again, we talk about it all the time. Gabe Davis was a 4th round pick. I feel like he did better than where he was drafted as far as what we got production. I felt like he had some very big moments here, including the Chiefs playoff game. But he just was inconsistent, and he has a lot of flaws for a receiver. However, I still think he could be used in the system, and I would be interested to see him get called up because I'll be honest with you, outside of Shakir, everybody else I just don't trust. So at least I know I've seen Gabe Davis have some moments. So why not call him up just to see? It can't hurt. Look, if you're already scratching Codrington, right? Which, by the way, me and Mikey called this months ago when we did our breakdown, our 53. We said, no, why would you? No, we're not putting Codrington on our roster. Like, both of us did not understand why, because one, they did it last year where they scratched him, and it's a waste of a roster spot when you have guys like Khalil Shakir, who's going to punt return just fine for you, and kick return. He hasn't done anything major anyway. So you can have other guys like Ty Johnson back there. They're fine. So it's a waste of a roster spot. So right now, yeah, like I trust, I want to see Gabe over Curtis Samuel, over Elijah Moore. Like, why not? And you don't need to get Elijah Moore off the field, to be honest with you, if you're already scratching Codrington anyways. Just get Curtis Samuel off.
Like, why are we scratched? Why are we having a guy who only returns punts as a healthy scratch?
I don't know.
Just remove him from the roster.
Right. That too you can do. Right. You can put him on the practice or just cut him. There's no point.
Put him on the practice squad. That's fine.
Right.
As we're calling other guys up. Like, what are we doing?
Exactly. What are we doing?
I want to hit No Bones About It here. It says Allen's been trash, in all honesty.
Oh, man.
Trash is thrown around a lot. You want to see trash quarterback play? There's a lot of trash quarterback play. Josh Allen has not played like trash. Has he played up to his standard? No. Trash? I don't think so.
Okay.
Mikey. That's No Bones. That's what Alan says.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, trash? Like, really? Like, are we watching the same?
Mikey. Are we watching the same fucking guy? Trash? No. Has he not looked like the Josh that we have all come to love and know as this unicorn of a quarterback? Yeah, he's not that guy because he's being forced not to be that guy. So it's when you get handcuffed, Walter, at doing things that you normally do very well.
That was No Bones. It wasn't Walter.
I'm sorry, No Bones. And you're handcuffed and going, we're restricting you only to do this and all that other stuff that you love to do.
Shit buckets? Holy wow.
Damn, shit buckets.
He said he's been shit buckets. Okay.
Look, you know what though? I'll say this. Everybody sees the game differently.
Yeah,
and I'll respect that.
Do you watch the rest of the NFL?
Once again, Mikey, look, everyone's gonna have their opinion. I get it, and I'll respect that. Everybody sees the game differently. I don't see it that way. Mikey doesn't see it that way. But if you do, if you
shit buckets,
I don't agree.
Okay,
shit buckets is pretty harsh, but you see it how you want to see. That's all right.
I mean, you fan the way you fan. I mean, I get it, but
man,
nice.
Boy. Don't want to be a quarterback here in the Buffalo Bills, boy. We will get on your ass quick.
Jesus, I mean that turned fucking quick.
Yeah, give me Josh Rosen right now.
You want to talk about shit buckets?
Yeah. Oh no.
Wow. Obanjobi and Hoyt showing up to take this thing out of losing Oliver. True. Still sucks that we lost Oliver because he's been playing really good this year. Walker's been, he's gonna be a terrific pro. Like if he can continue growing, like Walker's ceiling is, and I think Jarek said this last week when we were on. Walker's ceiling is Chris Jones.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm with you. He can get up there. Now he's a while away. Chris Jones. Let's not get too excited, but he's playing. He's honestly playing way better than I expected at this part of the season. No doubt about it.
Yeah. You want to put stock down for Josh? I can kind of get behind that. Although 12 of 19 for 168, a touchdown and no picks doesn't really scream stock down. But okay.
So who do you? So that's
buckets.
So that's the end of that list, Mikey.
Yeah.
Who would you have? And so we already got a stock down. Josh Allen anybody else? I don't know if anybody else in the chat.
I wouldn't put Josh's stock down. He'd be stock neutral.
No, but who do you got? Like, I mean, stock up, stock down. Like, who's not on that list that you would go, hey, he deserves stock up? Like, I didn't see Hoyt there. Did we see Hoyt? I would put Hoyt.
I put Hoyt up, stock up. I put Rousseau stock up. Rousseau had a sack and a forced fumble.
Yeah.
I would have put Jordan Poyer stock up.
Yep.
Poyer was great.
Poyer was great.
A stock down, I probably would have put Benford, honestly.
Yeah.
Him and Tron Johnson got picked on.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Tron's been getting picked on a bunch too. Other stock ups. Obviously Walker. Walker's still continuing to soar.
Yeah. You got to put Walker up there. Yep. Shaq Thompson. I thought he played pretty well.
He played okay. I would say he was more neutral than up.
But for filling in,
who was
I'm just saying for the communication part, I thought he did very well back there. With him, I felt like he played well. I maybe not stock up for you. I'll put him stock up. I thought he played pretty well. But go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no. I didn't mean to cut you off there. I say the other one who I would probably put stock up, and it's not because he's like, he's starting so low. Dorian Williams. I thought that was Dorian Williams' best game of the season.
Right, and that's kind of why I'm putting Shaq Thompson there, because next to him he had that veteran leadership. Because I don't know if he plays that well with a younger kind of linebacker next to him. You know what I mean? I felt like the veterans on this team, the Poyers and the Shaq Thompson, really helped out in that game. And I felt like McDermott calling the plays with those guys that he could trust, kind of controlling and calling the defense out there. I thought it went smoothly. It was the best that I've seen communication-wise from that defense. There was no miscommunication. Everybody pretty much was where they were supposed to be. So that's why I kind of include him in that group with Poyer for just that leadership alone. But I get where you're going.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
Marino comes in and says, outside of week 1, Allen's been extremely average. I'm good with that. He's been average. I'm absolutely good with calling Allen average.
He's definitely not playing MVP style football. But once again, I will dial back and tell you guys he's also being handcuffed and also not really playing the kind of football that he generally plays, that he likes to play. This is not his brand of football, guys. I'm telling you now. I don't even need to tell you guys this, do I? I mean, you guys have been watching this guy play 7 years, right? He just didn't regress overnight. Like, he's not just dog shit overnight. Like, Josh Allen's just look at all the stuff that he hasn't done this year, right? That he's done in years past. Why? He just doesn't want to do it all of a sudden. What doesn't make sense, right? He's being forced to play a certain way, and it's kind of hampering him. And honestly, I don't think he's happy about it. But he's a guy that's going to go with the flow. He's a leader. He understands that McDermott wants it this way, and he's going to just do what McDermott wants him to do. He's not a quarterback that's going to voice his opinion and say, "I'm just not like that." He's not a Cam Newton, right? He's not going to go on the sideline. Right. He's not going to go on the sideline and get in McDermott's face. You're not Kelsey. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to do that. He's going to go on the sideline and just put his head down into the fucking tablet. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. He's not going to say shit.
Walter says 9 drops and a half a season is something you'd be interested in. Literally, the most important part of being wide receiver is catching the ball. I would absolutely be interested in him because I've seen him play better than that.
Yeah, and he could just be having.
And his upside is just stupid good.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and Walter, he could be just having a rough season with that, and that happens sometimes, right? But if you look at last year, dude, I mean, the guy was spot on once again. I don't know how he would regress that bad. But to your point, though, that is unacceptable. It's also unacceptable, though. Yeah. And I will say this too, Walter. I don't really watch the Jags, right? So I can't tell you how those drops happen. Meaning, was the ball really uncatchable? Was it throwing high, low? You know what I mean? So I'm sure not all 9 were spot on passes. You know what I mean? So we got to be careful sometimes when we blame, just like when we blame a quarterback, we look at the stat sheet and go, holy shit. Like tonight, great example. Mariota threw an interception. If you didn't watch the game, you'd be like, oh, fucking Mariota, interception, shitty quarterback. He threw it right in Debo's fucking face. It fucking hit off his face. Like, so how is that that's not
same
on
with
Mariota.
Patrick Mahomes. Bounced off of Travis Kelce's hands.
So you wouldn't, if you're just stats, like, looking at the stats, sometimes they can be deceiving or lie or not tell the whole story. So that's why sometimes I say, if you're going to say that, then at least understand why the drops happen, right? Because I'm sure not all 9 were just
not all of them, but there's about 7 of them that were on him.
Sure,
I have watched them, like and bad ones.
Okay.
So
that's
not all drops. I've watched a bunch of them, and like there's a bunch of them I've seen that he dropped.
So at least 5 or 6,
just bad drops too.
Yeah. So that's unacceptable, and that could be something that's getting in his head.
That could be concentration things. It could be, because him and his head coach also got into a spat on the sidelines earlier. Like the head coach also got a spat with their quarterback. Like there may be internal issues that we know nothing about that could lead to a lot of that stuff too.
And who said that? Walter was talking about that.
Yeah,
about the drops. Okay, I do want to bring this up too. When we had Stephon Diggs here, Stephon Diggs had like 10 drops one year. I think the year before he had like 8. So it wasn't like he was Mr. Perfect in the category of dropping passes. So I'm just saying, like, when you're a 1 and you get a lot of passes thrown your way, I'm not saying it's acceptable, but they're going to have drops, right? So, he needs to clean that up. But to Mikey's point, that dude, I know what I've seen. I know what I saw in college. There's a reason why he went top 10. There's a reason why a lot of Bills Mafia wanted to trade up for him.
He went top 20.
Top 20, sorry. Either way, I think he was 15, 16. He was there to be traded. I thought he went early. I thought he went like 12 or I don't know why I thought top 10, but I thought he went.
No, he went 20.
We're 20. Damn. See, we had an opportunity there. Then I'm shocked that we didn't at least try to trade that. But either way,
they wouldn't trade. I
know they didn't want to.
Said they weren't trading.
Yeah, they didn't want to. I know. I'm just saying. I'm surprised that if he was there, that they want. It's not that many spots up that they could have made that move. But either way, it doesn't matter. He's
from everything that came out. From everything that came out, the Bills tried to move up, and Jacksonville refused all trade offers.
Oh, well, there you go. So there you go. So they wanted him. I mean, nothing you could do. Takes 2 to tango.
Well, we don't know that's who they were going to take. We just know that the Bills called about moving up, and I know that there was multiple teams that called about moving up, and Jacksonville declined all offers.
Well, maybe they saw him slipping and had.
And no bones. I agree that Allen needs to be Ohtani, but we also need to take the governor off of him if they want him to be Ohtani, because they're limiting. That's like telling Ohtani, okay, you're only going to bat right-handed.
Yeah.
You're not going to pitch. You're not going to bat lefty. Go bat righty.
Right. Exactly. You can't do that. That's not what makes Ohtani special. Ohtani does pitching and hitting, and he's a unique player, right?
We're only going to use you as a stolen base, as a base running guy.
Right.
We know you're a 5-tool player, really 6 because you can pitch too, but we're only going to use this one.
Exactly. So you got that talent. You got to use every bit of it. You got to use every bit of what they do special, what makes them special. And if you start taking that away, then are they really special? No, they're not, right? You're taking it away. So
I don't think this wide receiver room is as bad as everyone thinks it is. I really don't. I think our shitty scheme is as bad as everyone thinks it is.
What is he? What are you saying? Gabe Davis looks like freaking Eric Moulds compared
to this wide receiver room.
I don't know about that. I would say Shakir's yeah. Shakir is better than Gabe, to be honest with you. And to Mikey's point, you know, if you look at Elijah Moore, yeah, if you look at Elijah Moore, and if you look at God, what's his name? Curtis Samuel, they actually had pretty good years. Like, you know, I'm not saying they had outstanding years, but they've had years in the NFL where they've had decent numbers. So they're not dog shit. Like, we didn't just scoop them up out of the trash. Like, they had some respectful years with some not so great quarterbacks. So I'm with Mikey on that, but I also feel like at this point, since we're in the now, I think Gabe Davis is a better option than Moore and Samuel, because they're just not being used right. And if we can't figure it out, then get somebody else out there. Maybe he'll figure it out. I don't know. Or maybe Josh will say, "Fuck it, I know this guy, and we're gonna make it work." Especially on the scramble drills. Like, I'll be honest with you, that there is what is really what I want Gabe Davis out there for the most, because
the broken plays.
Yeah, they didn't do it the last time they were together. But prior to that, Gabe Davis and him, very good at the broken plays, at the scramble drills. They had that communication. So it wouldn't shock me if they can get that again.
I wonder if the Gabe Davis in that last year was more pissed about not getting a contract extension.
And he knew. Yeah.
Because it got ugly down the stretch with him.
Yeah, frustrated. I've never seen him on that, like on the sideline, like acting out. Like he was. Yeah, it was weird.
Arguing with Bill's Mafia, like.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about
that. It got bad at the end.
Yeah,
you know,
it did.
No Bone says Josh's pass yardage all on screen passes. I want more 15 to 20 yards. That's scheme.
That's scheme. Absolutely, it's nothing to do with him. They want him to dink and dunk.
I mean, he did miss the wide open 15 yard more route, but yeah.
But if you only do it once a game, like you know, like, I mean, he's not really getting enough flow either, right? Where everything's short and underneath. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like a running back, right? We talk about running backs getting in a flow, and I've actually talked to Carlos Williams, who told me this. He said, when you don't get enough carries, right, it's tough for a running back to get into a flow, right? To get into a rhythm, right? And that's kind of like, if you think about it with Josh Allen, if he's only limited to so many throws and everything's kind of short, I mean, what kind of rhythm are we talking about him getting into, right? He's barely throwing it past 15, 20 yards. And he's barely really throwing. He doesn't have a lot of attempts. So how can you expect him to get really, truly in a rhythm? Right. And I'm not saying, once again, he needs to throw 45 attempts a game or anything like that, but golly, you got to give him a little bit more opportunities at the same time.
Yeah, I'm with you, Renaissance man. You can give me that all day long.
Yeah.
And his ceiling is just stupid high.
Mm-hmm.
Jarek talked about the stock up. We forgot Hancock. You know, he did say.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You got to put him in. Good one, Jarek. Hawes, okay, yeah. I'm with you.
Yeah. I have a friend that is a Jags fan. He's been worried about BTJ since the off season. He's been talking about Jackson.
Oh, okay. See, I don't watch I
don't follow them like I do the Bills. I watch them on Sunday when they're not playing at the same time as Buffalo, but because I enjoy watching Trevor play.
Right.
You know that he wasn't spot on.
Yeah. I've never been a fan. Like, I thought initially he was going to be good, maybe because they hyped him up out of college, but I didn't watch too much of him in college. He had a really good year the year he won the championship, but then I think he played one more year, didn't he? And he didn't have a great year his last year in college. And then I think he had a lot of pressure, to be honest with you, because everyone was like saying he's the next big thing.
Yeah,
and he just has not performed.
I think the coach stunted that growth. They've gone through four or five head coaches in his time already. It's constantly recycling the regimes.
It's that can't help either. That can't help. You're right. The first coach was a total fucking disaster. Yeah, total disaster.
Marines Legacy says KC's allowed 7 points in the past 2 games. Yeah, but did you watch that game tonight?
The Commanders shot themselves in the foot
over and over, just left so many points on the field. And we don't want to talk about Geno and the Raiders ass. Like they had nobody on offense.
Yeah.
It was bad. This is a great question. Why do we pay $280 million to hand the ball off?
I don't know. And once again, I'm not opposed to running the ball, but I'm not. But I also want to get the pass game going as well. Right? No need to handcuff your quarterback because you want to run the ball.
That's the question, Marino. That's the question. Can the Bills overpower KC in the run game?
That is the big question.
We're gonna find out next Sunday.
Yeah, we're gonna do our Friday night lights. We'll talk more about the game, but I think this is the biggest test, obviously, of the season, and this is going to tell a lot about this team. Like I said, I just want, of course, I want to win, but if we lose, I want it to be competitive. I want us to at least go down swinging and show me a fight. If we lose like we did against the Falcons, where we're putting up 14 points, or even the Patriots game where we're just not barely getting anything, I'm not going to be a happy camper, and it's going to tell me a lot about that we need some serious changes, or we need some help. So we'll find out.
But
I'll tell you what, if we get blown out, if we get blown out too, Mikey, a trade or two may not even matter.
It's not going to. That's what I'm saying. I don't think the pieces that we need, if we go in and just get mollywopped, the pieces that we need won't make it available.
Correct. And it just won't.
It's going to be like we're going to have to suck this up this season, find out how we do, and then hope we can fix it in the off season.
Correct.
But we don't have a bunch of money because we just tied a bunch of money up in the guys who underperformed this year.
We got nothing. And that's another thing we keep doing, just tying up money on guys that are underperforming. And I got to think about the other
every time we sign one, they underperform.
Right, like who's actually performing like their contract? And I thought of a couple. Right, I'll still put obviously Josh Allen, James Cook for sure. Because Josh Allen for sure, no matter what, right? He is no matter what.
And he's been getting paid for a little while, and he's always
exactly. So I'll still put Josh Allen. James Cook's outperforming his contract actually. I would say Spencer Brown, has lived up to his deal. I would say Dion, even though we keep extending, he's fine. Like he's never given me a problem. He's for the most part he's healthy. Connor McGovern has lived up to his. Yep. Who else? That I feel like's lived up to the contract.
I think Bosa's lived up to his.
Bosa this year so far. Yeah, I'm not going to complain about it. I don't think he's like wowing me, but he's playing pretty good. He's playing at a high level. I think he could be better, but we'll see. But I have no problems right now with that signing. And he hasn't been hurt, so knock on wood.
If Groot keeps growing like he has been the last few weeks now that he's healthy,
contract
I think it will work out because he's gotten better and better week over week.
Ed Oliver, I hate to say it. It's not.
He was until he got hurt.
Yeah,
he just can't stay healthy.
But he can't stay healthy, and that to me, that's you got to fall in that category. So and then everybody else is not working. Everybody, including the free agents that we keep signing, all these 1 year, 3 year deals, none of them working out. Palmer's not working out. Obviously, he got hurt too. On top of it, now Hoyt we'll see. It's only been one game, so I'm not gonna throw him there yet.
Shaq Thompson's been good. He's lived up to his.
Yeah, but that's not a huge contract, right?
No, but I'm saying you were talking about the 1 and the 3s. That
true, you're right. You're right.
You're right.
You're right.
Poyer could work out. He was great classification of emergency, and if we just get his mind, we get 80% of old Poe and his mind. That could be a big difference.
I gotta say here, that's kind of crazy that the one guy that we were, not me and Mikey, but a lot of people were like, "Oh God, Poyer," and he
retreads.
Yeah,
Phillips had a sack this last weekend.
I know, and that might be it for him. That was his third call up, by the way.
Yeah,
right. Second or third? I think it was his third, right? So that's it.
If Oliver goes on IR, he might be the one that gets signed to the 53.
Ooh, it's now
because I still have 2 open spots.
I really don't. I know he's not what he was. I get that, but he did have a sack yesterday. I know it was Andy Dalton, but he did get there.
Yeah,
he got home.
I want to hit Bobby's comment here. He says every
Yeah.
wide receiver we have, including Davis, has depended on a number one to free them up. It's the reason why I don't want us to go get a Myers or a Shaheed or any of those types. We have so many of those type of guys already. If we're going to go trade for a wide receiver, we need to go get a one that can free up the other guys.
Absolutely. And I'm with you, Mikey. That's what I mean. Yeah. Don't just do it to do it and bring a guy here that's the same. You're just piling trash on top of trash. And I'm not saying these, but that's really the reality of it, right? You're just throwing in another guy that does everything else the same that everybody else does. Like, if you're going to do it, make it count. Bring a guy in that's a one that could create that, that he can create that separation. Also can get defenses to play him differently, right? Play our receiving game differently. Have defensive coordinators game plan for that particular guy. That will free up everybody, makes everybody's life a lot easier. Also, Josh Allen will now have a guy, once he gets that chemistry going, that he can depend on. Because say what you want about Cooper, Mikey, he had a couple games when he was healthy. Josh threw him the goddamn rock, and he made some plays. I remember he made some spectacular catches and plays. One of them against the Chiefs. I think he led the team in yards that game, right? So that goes to show you they didn't even have the chemistry down yet, and Josh was going to him. Fuck it, right? This guy, you know what? I've seen enough on tape. I know what Cooper can do. I'm going to toss it up to him, right? I'm going to throw that 50-50 shot. So, yeah, bring the number. Bring it. If you're going to do it, bring a one in. Bring a guy that Josh can have that faith in, and then it can help everybody else out. Absolutely, Mikey.
Yeah. Tony, I don't know what was you're saying here. You said inaccurate passes and misreads. Inaccurate passes. If we're talking about Josh, so yes, he's missed some misreads. Yeah. Here's my question: how do you know what his reads are? Like, just because a guy's open doesn't mean that was part of his read.
Correct. And I try to explain that too. So when you guys, when anybody, it's for us when we look at a guy that's wide open, we don't know what Allen's initial read was, meaning his first read, second read, third read, right? We don't know the play call. So yeah, Curtis Samuel was open then, but that could have been his third read. And by that time, Allen's already scrambling out of the pocket. He's not even looking that way. It's too late. So now, yes, Allen has missed some throws probably that were supposed to be maybe his second read, and he went off that read and went elsewhere or too soon, or he got out of the pocket too soon. Sure. I'm not saying Allen's not, like I said, Allen's not perfect. But once again, don't always go by, oh my God, that guy's what? How could he miss that guy? Like, you don't know. You have no idea what the read was. So that's where I'm going with that.
Yes, Sophie, I'm with you on this. They're asking him to be a Tom Brady style quarterback, and that's just not who he is.
Nope.
That was never going to be his game.
Never. Nope.
He's a freaking playmaker. Let him play. Let him make plays.
Correct.
Yeah, he's Lawrence has regressed.
Absolutely, he did.
Like, poor guy.
Absolutely.
He's also been beat up behind a really bad offensive line for years.
Yeah, he's just too inconsistent for me. He reminds me kind of like Baker. Like, I like Baker a lot, but Baker has these moments where he's just he just doesn't
like,
show up.
You'll get that MVP level Baker, but you also get that I was cut Baker.
correct. Which is like, damn, dude, because the guy can. You see, it's like he can toss the rock, boy. You
get more the MVP nowadays than the I was cut, but you still get that I was cut one every once in a while.
But yeah, he'll throw it out there once in a while. All right.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jarek. I think this is a game where we need to pound, cook, and we need to throw over the middle.
It is. They're not the greatest run defense.
This is a Kincaid, Haas, Knox game.
I agree 100%.
Put Bolton in conflict because he's not the greatest. He's a great run stuffing linebacker. He's not a great coverage linebacker. Put Bolton in conflict.
But you know what's crazy, Jarek? This will be the game, and this is what the Bills tend to do. They'll go against the grain, and they'll go opposite. They'll rush Cook 15 times.
10 and 11 personnel. They'll go 10 11 personnel and try to throw the ball outside.
You'll see Cook on the sideline. Like, it's just like, I don't get it, but that's what we do. Like, we do dumb shit like that. So don't be surprised if we do the total opposite in that game. So we'll find out. We'll find out Sunday.
I'm not overly fond that we're playing the Chiefs this week, with our passing offense, kind of clunky. But the Chiefs also, their defense isn't as good as it's looked the last 2 weeks.
Correct.
You're never as good or as bad as you looked that week.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the Chiefs fall somewhere in the middle. Like through the first half, it was 7-7.
It was a close game. Absolutely. They were in a fight.
In the second half, they just, crap the bed.
They capitalized on their mistakes too. Well, and once Washington started making stupid boneheaded mistakes,
like
in
dropping the ball at the 2-yard line.
Exactly. But the first half, they didn't capitalize. They made their own mistakes. So the game was close. But in the second half, they capitalized. And the Chiefs did not make any mistakes. And there you go. That's the game. We can't do that. It's the same with us. We can't afford to make mistakes like we did against New England, for instance, where we're giving up the ball on our side of the field, right? Fumbling. You better not do that in this game. You got to play clean football. Same thing with penalties. Don't do dumb penalties in this game. They're drive killers, right? This is a game where you got to play pretty clean football here against the Chiefs if you want to beat the Chiefs. You have to.
Yeah, and Walter, I'm with you on the whole, Shakir yak, but that goes back to our scheme, and we can't run the running back screen. We fundamentally don't know how to. That's why you see more wide receiver screens.
You don't understand how it works. Like, what? What's that?
Like, we just fundamentally can't run it. We've never been able to.
No, and we have a tough time stopping it too, by the way. So yeah.
I'm with you, Marino. I need offensive line.
He has to be a dog, even though he's a quiet dog. He has to be a dog. He's so quiet, that dude, man. But yeah, you got to be a quiet big dog with Cyrus Torrance for sure.
Yeah, no bones. Nowadays, if you're not throwing 99, you're not in the pros. The days of like Glavin and Maddox and
baseball,
those type of guys.
That's
throw between 87 and 93. You don't really see those guys anymore. If you're not throwing upper 90s, your chances are you're not in the pros.
Correct.
Right? It's crazy that we're in second in points. We basically have Trent Edwards offense.
Yeah, well, that's also not sustainable. I'm telling you right now. So, and we're also got some tough games coming down the schedule here.
What? So it's not sustainable?
No, it's not. Especially against the opponents.
Did you not hear your head coach today talk about this is how he wants to play?
I did. He's an idiot. I tried not to listen to him. I try not to. Oh God.
The one draft pick that most Bills fans didn't want has been the highlight. Yeah. Like, I didn't want Haas or Walker, and they've both been great.
Isn't that fucked up? Right? Like,
those are the guys that,
good.
Well,
never
also,
tight end.
I didn't hate the Landon Jackson pick, but man, I really wanted Watts.
Yeah.
The safety.
Landon Jackson's.
I was also really pissed about the Sanders pick and the Max Harrison pick because I wanted Amos and I wanted Collins.
Harrison,
I wanted Amos, Collins, and Watts in the first 3 rounds is who I wanted. All of them were there, and we could have got them. I
wanted Will Johnson when he was available. I thought that was a silly move by us not to grab him. But a lot of teams were on that. He's going to be hurt or have this thing about him. I just, even if they feel that way, you could have still got 4 years out a really good play out of a rookie. Who cares after that, right? Like the goal is to be good right now. So I didn't get that one, but I'm with you, Mike. There's a lot of players I felt like the Bills should have drafted. They chose another route, but hey, at least right now. Now look, Harrison is still. Listen, we got a question mark. We don't know yet. Right?
I didn't hate what I saw from him.
Right, but it's early. It's one game, right? Like let's see how this plays out. But he's not on the list yet of people I'm concerned about or going. I don't know, right? So I'm going to leave him to the side. Walker, right now, I'm feeling pretty confident that this dude, as long as he stays healthy, is going in the really right direction and could be a really good player for this team. Halls, look, I think he can get better, but I think he is who he is. He's a physical blocking tight end, and he's a good pick, but I don't think he's going to be like, oh my God, he's so special, but he's a good player, right?
It's a really good blocking tight end.
Really good blocker, but outside of that, like I was hyped about Sanders. I still feel like he can do something, but you got to be on the field. And he's not on the field.
I wasn't hyped about Sanders as another undersized defensive tackle.
I get you. But now with the Oliver injury, he'd be a good filler, but he's not even hurt. He's not even healthy. So what's that do for us, right?
At least 2 more weeks on IR. So
right. So it does nothing for me.
Bobby asks, is Allen hurt? Did seem right on the tush push. We don't know.
Yeah.
He's not on any injury report, but it wouldn't surprise me.
It's an odd thing. I will say that. What did he say? What did he say there? Sure. What?
They were talking about. They were talking about.
Oh, they're talking about amongst
Lawrence.
each other. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Poyer style and leadership, exactly what Bishop needed. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely agree. I think Poyer will settle Bishop down and make sure he's in the right spot. Like, he's the best mentor you could have. He had Hyde last year, and now he's going to be able to play with Poyer.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
You couldn't have asked for better mentors.
You couldn't. No, and I hate injuries. I never want to see a player lose his job because of that. But honestly, Rap getting hurt might be a blessing in disguise. We kind of said that, and this happens a lot. I mean, if you really go back to like a lot of teams have this happen. Like Drew Bledsoe, right? It was a blessing in disguise. I mean, it sucks, but
we ended up getting Tom Brady. Without Drew Bledsoe's injury, there is no Tom Brady.
Right. There's right. You never know. And Tom Brady
could
have just been
Drew Bledsoe.
Fucking Drew Bledsoe, right? So it happens a lot, right? Same thing with Kurt Warner, right? Kurt Warner goes to St. Louis.
No Trent Green injury.
Yeah, you don't know where that guy's gonna be bagging groceries again. So I mean,
you can say the same thing. RG3 getting hurt, then you got Kirk Cousins.
You're right. Who blossomed? Yeah, so it happens. You know what I mean? So once again, I don't hate Rap, and I think they could kind of use Rap if he comes back in certain situations. Put him down in the box. He did that very well in LA. Matter of fact, they almost made him a linebacker in LA at one point. So you could use him. He's a physical player. They did that with DeMar a few times. Stacked him in the box. You could do that on certain scenarios during a game. I have no problem with that. But starting safety right now, give it to Hancock and Poyer. Absolutely. And Cole Bishop, leave him back there, bro.
Yeah. I'll give you 2 more examples of the injury things. 1, Trey Lance getting hurt, you get Brock Purdy. 2, JJ McCarthy getting hurt in preseason last year, you get the new Sam Darnold.
You're right. Yeah, I see. But it happened.
Sam Darnold was supposed to be the backup last year to JJ.
Mm-hmm. Forgot about that. I'm sure there's a lot of scenarios too we're probably missing, but you're right.
Those are just ones I was just came like the top of my head.
No, you're right.
Like Trey Lance, remember that first game started against the Bears and looked good, and then he slid in that mud bowl, got hurt, and they brought in Brock Purdy, and you never saw Trey Lance again.
Nope. So once again, it happens, man. It happens throughout the NFL. So
make it make sense. No Bones.
Take your job.
Yeah, make it make sense, Bones. I get it.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. Yeah, I'm with you. The only way we're winning is if we can actually throw the ball. We're not just going to run it down their throats over and over and over. That's not going to happen.
It's going to be about the offense. I'm going to tell you right now. The game against the Chiefs is going to be about what our offense could do, because I'm telling now, even if McDermott's calling the defense, which he probably is, or he will be, the Chiefs are going to get some points on us for sure. They have too many weapons not to. So this game's going to probably be a game where it can come down to our offense having to score some points here. So our offense needs to execute. If they don't, we're going to lose the game. I mean, that's just the reality of it, Mikey. I don't think our defense can hold up like the Panthers. You know what I mean? They're not going to just hold the Chiefs to nine points. It's just not going to happen. So, the Bills offense has to.
What you mean? Patrick Mahomes is not like Andy Dalton?
No, he's not going to stand back there and just go, "Oh, yeah, just don't hit me hard."
He's not a statue.
Andy Dalton, because I like the guy. I do, and then he helped us. Obviously, we all love him because he got helped us. Big part of getting us to the playoffs. But dude, he was so. Whenever we brought the pressure, he froze so bad. I was like, "This is the easiest sacks we're gonna get all year.
And we still miss like 3.
We still miss a few. Oh my god!
Joe Marino tried to make people hate Deion Walker.
My
thing wasn't even I didn't hate Deion Walker. I just didn't want to take the gamble on him. But where we got him, it made sense. I didn't want to take because they were talking about him being a first round pick. I didn't want to gamble
the year before
on a guy.
If he would have went out in the draft the year before, they were saying
he would have been at top 20.
Yeah, that the way he was playing.
Yeah, just think we could have had Amos Collins,
I know,
Watts and Walker.
Can't turn back the hands of time though. We
also had Creed Humphreys and Trey Smith. And
we could have had a lot of fucking people on this team, Mikey. Put it that way. That's why I can't keep going back in time. Yeah. I can't. It would make me too upset. It just would make me too mad and upset. Like the players that we could have had here that we just skipped. It's just like mind-boggling. But
and it's not even the guys that we just skipped. It's guys that we were calling for. Like a few years ago, we were.
That's what I'm saying. They skipped.
It was pre you. I wanted us to take Max Crosby coming out.
That's crazy. Yeah, and he was there.
Yeah,
it happens. It happens.
Yeah, it does.
It is what it is, man.
If Harrison is legit and TJ Sanders offers some pass rush ability when he gets back, it honestly could be a good class. It could be a good class. It could be a really good class.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Nope, we don't win unless Haas catches the pass. Haas to catch a touchdown.
We saw that stat, Sophia. 5-0, baby.
Jesus, I don't need to eat that.
Let's keep it going. Haas is the answer.
Yeah, Walter, it does suck losing him because he was playing really well. And like he looked bigger this year too, like more muscular this year.
He did. He looked like he definitely toned up. He definitely was working out some. Yeah, he definitely was. But it is what it is. He wrote on his IG football this year is like oil and water for me.
Yeah, I listened to Post Podium. They were talking about this.
Oh, as
okay. I know what Keys was getting to, talking about him, thinking he was spending time with Von Miller and his chicken farm. I know where he's going with that.
Mm-hmm.
There is a possibility he's back for the playoffs, but he's going to be very much, if he comes back for the playoffs, to be very much like the year we got Daquan back. He's not going to be. No, he's not going to have that strength.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? Don't bring Rout back.
And honestly,
when we bring him back as safety 3.
Depending on how we're playing too at that time, Mikey, I don't even know if they put him back. I don't know if they risk it. You know what I mean? If whoever's filling in for him is doing a good enough job, they're not gonna. They just paid Oliver. They're not gonna rush him back out. You know what I'm saying? What would the point? What would the point be? They might have him active just in case. You know what I mean? We need him. The guy gets hurt. But I don't see him throwing him out there if he's not going to be at 100%. It would, unless needed.
Yeah. This is one of the worst possible choices to make out of anybody. It hurts my brain. Oh, they're still talking amongst themselves.
Yeah, 2023 he did. I mean, he was up there. They were talking about him.
Yeah.
At one point, yeah. But then I think he had the injury the following year, and that set him back. So,
oh my God, I can't even remember who we took instead of Crosby that year, but it was probably someone who didn't make the roster.
Oh God.
First pick Keon with no impact equals bust.
Cody,
it's only year 2.
That was a bad one.
Still only year 2. He still has time to you can't call a bust in the first 2 years. You have to give him 3, and then if you want to call him a bust, call him a bust. But you got to give him 3 years. People develop at different rates.
Yeah.
Cody Ford and Singletary right after Crosby. Wasn't Crosby later? I thought Crosby was like 3rd or 4th round.
I'm not sure. I know Singletary was 3rd round.
Yeah. If we're in the Super Bowl and we have a legit chance to bring the city, all will be playing and going all out. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Oh, Super Bowl?
If we're in the Super Bowl, if we're in the Super Bowl, that means Josh isn't playing shit buckets anymore, according to Walter.
Correct. Yeah, a lot has changed from this point. That's right. 100%. A lot has changed.
Shit buckets might be my new favorite word.
Yeah, it's a good one. I like that.
It's a good one. That feels like he's throwing a grenade on the field. Like rap was wild. You know.
Buckman.
I was back. Buckman. Okay. Crosby was 106th, fourth round. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I thought.
There you go. Fourth round. All right, I got some Real Men of Genius. We're going to get out of here. I got some new ones, Mikey.
Nice.
I got some new ones for you guys tonight. So, Real Men of Genius, got the new ones. Here we go. Mr. Mikey. All right. Are you ready? Here we go.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Ultimate Philadelphia sports fan.
Mr. Ultimate Philadelphia sports fan.
Football, baseball, competitive eating contests. If the dog show came to town, you tailgated.
You're the shit too.
Your dedication keeps your football team going. Going where? Nobody really knows.
We should be going somewhere.
You, sir, will boo anything. Long lines, the hot dog vendor, a jolly old fat man at halftime.
He totally had it coming.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, oh bastion of brotherly love. Nobody can take away your passion. But if they tried, you'd launch a snowball at them.
Mr. Ultimate Philadelphia sports fan.
Bud Light beer.
I got a weird stat for you. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Josh Allen has attempted 197 passes this year, right? Which is 23rd in the league. Jamar Chase has 99 targets.
Yeah, not good, huh? Pretty bad there, coach. But everything's all right according to Joe Brady.
Keenan Allen has 70 targets.
Yeah. Nothing
Christian
to see
McCaffrey has 74 targets.
Right. Nothing to see here, Mikey. Nothing to see here. Oh, my God. All right, last one, and then we'll get out of here. Oh, Mikey, killing me. All right, last one. Here we go. What are we going to play here? Let's go with, we'll go with this one. I don't know what this one is, but we'll go.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Bowling Shoe Giver Outer.
Mr. Bowling Shoe Giver Outer.
Your tireless efforts keep our feet comfy and sanitized with mountain freshness.
Mountain freshness.
Instinctively, you match left shoe with right, carefully placing each pair in its own tiny shoe house.
Check the number on the back.
One wrong move, and we're on the fast train to Blisterville. Is he a 9.5 or a 10?
Yeah.
You know. Why? Because you're Mr. Bowling Shoe Giver Outer.
Yeah.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, mister, and know it's no accident those shoes are red, white, and blue.
No, we couldn't go without.
Bud Light beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis.
Oh, that was great.
Oh, my God.
Marinos, that is just wrong. Bill signed Boogie Bash him. Just kidding.
Oh, dude, don't throw that out there. Do not throw that. You know what? I'm going to throw a bonus one out there for everybody before I go. Why not? One bonus. Here we go. Bonus Real Men of Genius. Here we go.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Over-the-Top Carb Counter.
Mr. Over-the-Top Carb Counter.
Brushing aside such follies as work and family, you wisely adopted carbo counting as your primary pastime.
I'm crazy for carbos.
From breakfast through dinner, you tirelessly record every precious carb, hoping it might all add up to your target number. 0.
Hold on to your dream now.
Was that artichoke you ate 13.5 carbs or 13.6? Better look it up while you help yourself to another package of bacon.
I like it crispy.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, oh Count of Monte Carlo, because the only thing better than meat and potatoes is meat and meat.
Mr. Over-the-Top
Bud Light beer, and I
Those are the
I had a
best.
friend that did that. It's so fucking annoying. Count as carbs. Get out of here.
Like, fine, count your carbs. I just don't need to watch you count your carbs.
Oh my god, so annoying. Anyways,
I mean,
Mike,
you
any
do
last
you,
words?
but holy Lord.
Any last words for everybody? Anybody
No,
out there? in the Bills
happy
Mafia land?
Victory Monday. Like, I know sometimes we go down the rabbit hole to talk about just the negatives. There are some positives. We got some guys back. Things are, you know, we're still 5-2. The sky isn't falling. The world isn't ending. Whether we win or lose on Sunday, the season isn't over. We still have a long way to go. What we look like in week 8 isn't going to be what we look like in week 18. So just remember that.
Correct. Yep. That's good stuff, Mikey. All right, Bills Mafia. We will be back on Friday, me and Mikey at 9. Well, I'll be back here at 8. It's actually Halloween Friday. So not sure how many of you guys will be joining us, but we'll be here from 8 to 10 or 8 to 11, whatever it may be. I don't have work that night, so I can go over.
I do have something that I have to do that night, so I don't know if I'll be on for all 2 hours.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, it don't matter. Either way, we'll be on, and Mike, you might dip out early. That's fine. And then Tuesday, tomorrow, should be Mafia Talk at 8 p.m. So look out for that. But the best thing to do, guys, is hit the notification bell. That'll tell you when we're live. So we love you, Bills Mafia. You guys rule, and we're out of here. Peace. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Yeah, yo.
Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through. Just let your